Have you ever said this sentence to yourself? कल से पक्का life change करूंगा. And then, कल कभी आया ही नहीं. You have big dreams. You want success, money, respect, maybe even that, wow, what does he do type of lifestyle. But at the same time, you also want to lie on your bed, scroll endlessly, and tell yourself, यार आज mood नहीं है. If this feels personal, relax. You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're something far more interesting. You are lazy but ambitious. And today, we're going to break down the psychology of people who want the best life possible but also want maximum comfort while getting there. Let's be honest. These people don't dream small. They don't say, bas theek thak life chahiye. No. They say, I want financial freedom. I want to do something big. I want people to look up to me. But when it comes to effort, suddenly the brain says, can we do this without doing too much? That's the first psychological trait. Lazy but ambitious people are big thinkers, low energy executors. They can plan a perfect future in their head, business ideas at 2 a.m., motivational videos saved but never rewatched, notes app full of goals that haven't been opened since 2022. The vision is crystal clear. The execution, buffering. Why does this happen? Because ambition lives in the reward center of the brain. It loves imagining success. Dopamine flows when you picture yourself winning. But effort lives in the pain and discipline center. And your brain is designed to avoid pain. So your brain makes a smart deal with you. Let's enjoy the idea of success without the discomfort of work. Result? You feel motivated without moving an inch. Second trait, and this one is sneaky. Lazy but ambitious people are efficiency lovers. They don't hate work, they hate unnecessary work. They are the ones asking, is there a smarter way? Why should I work 10 hours if someone else is doing it in 2? Can't I automate this? On the surface, it looks like laziness, but deep down, it's optimization thinking. For example, a lazy ambitious student doesn't want to study 8 hours. So they search for most important questions, short notes, exam hacks. Sometimes it works brilliantly, sometimes it backfires. Because not everything in life has shortcuts. Which brings us to the third trait. They struggle with starting, not dreaming. Once they start something, they can actually do well. But starting feels heavy. Why? Because starting means facing reality. As long as the goal is in your head, it's perfect. The moment you start, it becomes messy, slow, and imperfect. And lazy, ambitious minds hate imperfection. So they wait. They wait for the right mood, the right time, the right motivation. Spoiler alert, that perfect moment doesn't exist. Another interesting psychology point, they often confuse mental effort with real effort. Thinking feels productive. Planning feels productive. Watching how to be successful videos feels productive. So the brain says, see, we worked today. But the body didn't move. No action happened. It's like opening Google Maps, planning a trip to Goa, and then saying, trip done. No bro, you're still in your room. Now here's where it gets emotional. Lazy but ambitious people are often afraid of wasting effort. They don't want to try and fail, because failure feels like all that effort for nothing. So instead, they delay. I'll do it when I'm fully ready. I'll start when I'm sure. But deep down, that's fear wearing comfortable clothes. And here's the irony. They judge themselves harshly. They call themselves lazy, useless, inconsistent. But if you look closely, these people actually care a lot. Lazy people don't feel guilty. Ambitious people do. That guilt you feel while scrolling, that's ambition screaming under comfort. Now, let's talk about the secret strength of lazy but ambitious people. They are naturally wired for leverage. They want results, not exhaustion. That's why many successful entrepreneurs, creators, and innovators started as lazy people. They asked, how can I make this easier? How can one effort give multiple results? The problem is, they need momentum. Lazy ambition without structure becomes frustration, but lazy ambition with the right system becomes power. So what actually helps this type of mind? First, stop fighting your laziness. Use it. Instead of saying, I'll work for 6 hours, say, what's the smallest version of this task? Write for 5 minutes. Read 2 pages. Do 1 push-up. Lazy brains love small starts. Second, remove friction. If something requires too much effort to begin, you'll avoid it. Keep things visible, easy, ready. Laptop already open, notes already written, shoes near the door. Make starting easier than procrastinating. Third, shift identity. Stop saying, I'm lazy. Start saying, I am efficient, but I need direction. Words matter, your brain listens. And finally, understand this truth. Being lazy and ambitious doesn't mean you're broken. It means you want a big life, but your brain hates discomfort. Once you learn to work with your psychology instead of against it, you stop feeling stuck. You stop feeling guilty. And slowly, very slowly, you move. Not with force, but with strategy. So, the next time you're lying on your bed dreaming big, doing nothing, don't hate yourself. Smile and say, okay brain, we want comfort and success. Now let's make a deal. One small action today. Just one. Because ambition doesn't need intensity, it needs consistency. And even lazy people can do one thing, especially when they really want the life waiting on the other side.